They say that letting go is the hardest part of losing someone or something, but I've learned that letting go isn't a loss, it's a transaction. You're trading a history that's holding you back from a future that's waiting for you. I've honestly wanted to make this video for about 2 years now, but I've had to live through it first. So if you're ready to stop hurting and start building, let's talk about the art of letting go. The reason why I waited so long to make this video is because it's an idea that came to my mind, but it was also something that I was kind of going through myself. So instead of trying to speak to you guys while I'm in the middle of the storm, I waited till I've gotten to shore and have gotten out of that headspace to then be able to talk to you guys. And when I say being on the shore or on the other side, it's not about having like the perfect life or pretending that you don't care about the thing. It's more about being emotionally stable, where you can the thing can come up and it no longer hurts you anymore. It doesn't throw off your day. And when you do that, you're able to think about your past without it ruining your present, if that makes any sense. So I realized that I haven't been waiting to get over something. I was more learning how to move forward with it. Okay, so why chop wagwan, it's your boy Singh Zima. This video can get sensitive for some people based on the topics that I'll be discussing. But if you're going through something similar, or you're healing, or you want to just share your journey, we are here to support you in the comment section down below, so make sure you drop a comment and tell us your thoughts on this topic. I'm not sure if any of you guys have experienced this, but imagine losing someone close to you, somebody who you spoke to every day. When that person goes away, or when the thing goes away that you're so used to doing or having, it could be a habit, it could be a person, it could be something that you've held on to. It's not necessarily about losing it, it's just more about the lack of the routine. You get used to talking to somebody every day, or you get used to using your phone every day. But especially when it comes on to long-term friends, family members, or maybe even a partner, again, you're not just losing the person, you're using the entire history with it. A lot of the times when we're losing people close to us, we always wonder what if. Like, what if I just said this one thing, or what if this specific thing didn't happen, then maybe it would all be good. But sometimes people are in your life for a season, not for the entire story. So thriving in that means accepting that just because a chapter ended, it doesn't mean that the book is over. You can still cherish the memories of the thing without keeping the actual connection alive. So here are some of the reasons why we refuse to let go. It's very easy to fall for the potential of something or someone. You have to pay attention to what's in front of you and take it as it is for what it is. You like so many features, but there's just those few things that you'd love to change, but that's again potential. It's not guaranteed that things will change. It's not guaranteed that someone will change. It's not guaranteed that the situation will change. So being able to accept it for what it is in that moment, the reality of it, rather than saying, okay, maybe if this happens, then this, then that. You have to accept where you are right now. There's also the sunk cost fallacy, where when you put so much time, energy, maybe even money towards something, leaving would just feel like a waste of all of that resource. And realize that staying in a situation actually drains you. That's when you realize that that is the actual waste. Leaving is literally just how you stop the bleeding. Next is the not me lie, thinking that something would never happen to you. Here's the truth: if something can happen to someone else, it can also happen to you. Thinking that someone you know has done something would never do that to you is insane. Thinking that something bad can happen to someone else but it can never happen to you is also insane. And the reality is, if something can happen to someone else, it can definitely happen to you. You can have just as bad experiences as you have good ones. But accepting that you have no control over those external factors, you can start to stop taking things so personally. I know that a lot of you guys have standards for yourself, right? What you expect, what you're willing to take or put up with, and what you're not willing to put up with. And a lot of the times, we allow some of those things to slide. Like, we drop our standards just to suit a situation, or to please someone, or to please someone else, or to maintain peace. And the truth is, the moment that you drop your own standards, the value of the relationship that you have with yourself actually drops. Sometimes walking away doesn't have to be an emotional reaction. It's the standard for putting yourself first. Sometimes I feel guilty for choosing myself in certain situations. And to be honest, how I think about it, I cannot lead, I can't build a business, and I couldn't be a good family member if I was drained. So in my opinion, protecting your peace is a responsibility and not a luxury. Peace of mind always has to come first, and if there's anything that disturbs that peace, then you have to let it go. And that could be anything. If there's something that's stressing you out, if there's something that you've been holding on to, that you know is not good for you, that you know you shouldn't have. When you think about it, right? Like if something is always bothering you, if there's something that's always weighing on your mind, and it's something that you have no control over, then maybe it's time to start snipping away at it. I'm definitely not perfect, and obviously, like you can't cut everything off. Sometimes you're stuck in a situation, or sometimes you're stuck with something, but it's okay to detach yourself from these external circumstances. At the end of the day, your peace is the most important thing. So let's talk about actually getting through it. So let's say you've already made the decision, you've already let go. The hard part now is learning to live with that, and to upgrade your life throughout the season, or to use the pain to upgrade yourself. You have to do it through habits and routine. So a lot of people use distractions to try and get over the pain of something. And that could be random hobbies, random people, doing things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, to avoid the pain. Whereas reconstruction or building habits is actually using the pain to build yourself further. So for me, I started working out more, reading more, and meditating, and doing that on a consistent basis. So I wasn't just being busy, I was actually building a routine that the old version of myself just couldn't handle. Verse 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, "For the spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." And this is the core of thriving, in my opinion. God didn't remove the thing to hurt you. God removed it to prepare you for what's next. It's difficult for us to think about making space for something new, and sometimes things happen to force it in the direction that it needs to go. And praying is extremely powerful, in my opinion. It's not just for comfort or for feeling good, but it's also for clarity. Sometimes when I pray, or just sit in silence, the ideas that I've been thinking about start to come to fruition. The feelings that I've bottled up or ignored start to come up, and I'm able to release that. Sometimes I even cry, to be honest. Usually, like back in the day, I used to probably cry once a year. But since praying and being more connected to myself, I've made crying kind of a part of my routine. Not in a forceful way, but just allowing those emotions to exist and come up and come out. And a lot of people take tears as a sign of weakness, but tears is just the breaking up of the old shell or the old version of yourself, so that way the new version can come up. Remember, God gave us a spirit of power and self-discipline, and you can use that discipline to stay on course. So here's my promise: the thing or person that you lost, don't think about it as a loss. Look at it as something that you exchanged for something even greater. And sometimes you may not even know what that greater is, but you'll never be able to know if you keep holding on. Remember, you are the CEO of your life. So you're responsible for the culture, the people around you, and even the outcomes of the things that you do. So do not fear the empty space or the void, because that space is where your future is being built. I would suggest that you trust God, trust the process, and never stop working on yourself. And know that even when you're feeling alone, you're never actually alone. When you let go of something that isn't right for you, you make space for something that is. The peace that you feel at the end of the tunnel is worth all the pain that you're feeling and going through. Feel it and don't run from it. To heal, you have to feel quicker. And trust that you'll come out of this sharper, calmer, and more yourself than you've ever felt before. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my website, linkyo.tech. You can build a website in less than 5 minutes. Link is in the description box below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost.